Hello, I'm Brian Noble, CEO of Family Policy Institute of Washington.
And I'm Brad Payne, president of FPIW Action.
A couple disclaimers before we get started today. Nothing in this video is an endorsement of the candidate, nor the candidate's endorsement of FPIW or FPIW Action. It's simply a public service to meet and greet the candidate. Brad?
All right. Well, good morning, Emily. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
So my first question is a three-parter. If you tell us specifically what position you're running for, and then share a little bit about yourself and your family, and then follow that up by telling us about your experience for this position.
All right. Well, my name is Emily Tadlock, and I'm running the 41st Legislative District, Position 1, State Rep. And excuse me, I grew up in the 41st Legislative District. I graduated from Newport High School, and my father was a Boeing engineer. My mother worked for the State Department, and my loving parents taught me the value of hard work, perseverance, and family. And my three siblings all live in this area, and we celebrate holidays and other events together. And I graduated from Washington State University and with a political science degree. And then I obtained a paralegal certificate from the University of Washington. And these degrees, I believe, and my work as a litigation paralegal taught me the value of critical thinking and analyzing and researching the issues and forging agreements between opposing parties. I've also worked in the mortgage and construction industries, and these jobs helped me learn the financial aspects of projects and making them pencil out and paying attention to details. So when I was when my son was 4, my daughter was 6, I went through a divorce, and but I was determined to stay in the family home and provide stability for my children. After the 2008 housing crisis and the mortgage industry collapse, I lost my job. And I had agents literally knocking on my door asking me to sell my home. And to make ends meet, I rented out the master bedroom of my home. And with hard work and perseverance, I was able to live there until my children graduated from high school. So it's not always been easy. At certain points in my career, I was working 3 jobs to make ends meet. I was an office manager during the day, and in the evenings, I would do mobile notary work. And then on the weekends, I would work as a brand ambassador. I'm really proud that both my children graduated from Skyline High School, and they went on to attend college, and they both are living and working in the Seattle area. In 2017, I was able to start a small business, and I now work providing pet services to friends and neighbors and residents in the area. And in 2018, I married a wonderful man, and we started a new life together. I know the importance of family and strong community and social programs that give people a hand up. I also understand that reliance on government programs and too many entitlements can create dependencies. So we need to strike a balance and help individuals learn self-reliance. And that's my story.
Well, thank you for sharing that. What is your primary promise to the public if you are elected?
My primary promise, well, we need a representative in Olympia that is grounded in finding practical solutions to the issues facing our region, including rising crime, dropping public school enrollment, and increasing tax burden that's hindering business growth and putting an increasing pressure on citizens. So I will seek bipartisan solutions which focus on fostering small business growth as opposed to the growth of government. We need to listen to business leaders and create public policy that considers their perspectives. Reducing redundant and outdated regulations are one example of where we can improve outcomes. Simplifying the business and occupation tax could increase businesses' ability to hire workers and provide raises and expand their operations. Another goal is to provide transparency and accountability to the public where their tax dollars are being spent, and ensure they're receiving a return on their investment. We need to seek programs that are meeting their goals and make adjustments accordingly when those programs are falling short. The Housing First policy is an example of that. We've spent $5.3 billion on housing construction and homelessness prevention but homelessness has increased by 23% in 2024.
Hmm.
So I will seek government and private industry partnerships to address the issues we face. And I will prioritize public safety, excellence in our public schools, affordability, expanding economic opportunities and small business growth, and opposing new taxes. The state's operating budget has more than doubled in the last 10 years, and yet the population has only grown by 14% in the same period. So the state doesn't have a revenue problem, it has a spending problem. And over the last 5 years, the state budget the state has operated with a $19 billion budget surplus. So we need a counterbalance in Olympia in the form of someone who will look for a return on investment and not just seek government solutions, but industry and non-government solutions. Another important thing is high-level performance expectations should be written directly into the budget so lawmakers and citizens can see whether the policy goals are being met. We need fiscally responsible government spending to prevent the need for continual tax increases.
All right. It's a good full agenda.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, what do you feel differentiates you from your opponent?
Well, I believe serving as your representative is a civic duty, and the concept of governance is of the people, by the people, and for the people. So people who are as close to the common folk is the best form of government. And we have better government when we're not ruled by a political elite. I will bring a broad range of experience that'll enable me to bring creative and practical solutions. And I can work with a wide range of stakeholders because I'm unburdened by any special interests or powerful unions. So my opponent has been in office for more than a decade, and many of the bills that she has presented and voted for have been overturned by the citizens via the initiative process. For example, parental rights and the police pursuit. So she supports also a capital gains tax that would fund universal health care for Washingtonians. And I think that the free market, where there's competition, healthy competition, will provide a better solution for our insurance and healthcare needs.
And our fourth and final question is, what did you learn during the primary that you can apply during this general election?
Oh, I learned a lot. And, a grassroots involvement and networking is key. So get involved, help candidates. Donate, give your time, sign wave, whatever you can do. We actually formed a group called the Queens of King. I don't know if you've heard of us, but it was created sort of organically, and it's me and 7 other women all running for state rep positions in King County. And we share ideas and resources with each other. It's been instrumental in helping us. And we had a joint fundraiser when we raised $22,000. So that was impressive. And I also learned the importance of researching legislation so I can understand the direction our current legislators are taking. And I deeply appreciate the Washington Policy Center because their guide has provided very practical and research solutions to some of the problems we're facing. And my recommendation for anyone running for office is to hire someone to put up your signs and replace them when needed, because it's turning out to be a full-time job.
All right. Well, Emily, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate your time and for sharing with our listeners, and we just appreciate you being on.
Yeah, well, thank you for doing this work and informing the voters that they have a choice on their ballot on November 5th.
Very good. All right. Well, I'm Brad Payne with FPIW Action.
And I'm Brian Noble with FPIW. For the reminder, nothing in this video is considered an endorsement of the candidate, nor the candidate's endorsement of FPIW or FPIW Action. Well, now, like we like to say, go out there and defend and advance biblical values in the public square. God bless.